I don't know if this experiment's going to work, but I'm gonna give it a try. So, hi good lifers, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Nikki and this is a channel all about gardening, self-sufficiency and living a more sustainable life. So in today's video we're going to be making some DIY seed tape, specifically carrot seed tape. Now this is a bit of an experiment with me, so I hope that it will go well and I hope that you can join me for this little experiment. Now, like most gardeners, it seems I have a bit of an obsession with buying seeds, and as you can see, I've got quite a lot of carrot seeds here. Now the problem is, as you can see, they're really tiny seeds and they're really difficult to plant. So I normally just dump them in a seed tray and then hope for the best. And to be honest, that doesn't really work very well. I have already done it this season to see if it'll work, and I don't hold out much hope. You can see some of the carrots I have actually planted here. Some are actually sprouted, and I can see here a couple are actually sprouting. I just don't think they're going to do very well because traditionally they haven't done very well. Here's some more carrots I planted. I think these have been in a few weeks now, and there is one tiny little seedling popping up just here, but other than that I don't think these are going to germinate. I mean, they might do, but I haven't had the greatest of luck with them so far. But I saw the other day of making DIY seed tape, so I'm hoping this will actually work. So what we need to do is take these seeds back to the kitchen and I will see you there. So we're in the kitchen. We did have a little bit of a mishap. This is a couple of days later, hence the change of outfit going on here. But nonetheless, today is the day that I am going to make some DIY carrot seed tape out of toilet roll or toilet paper. So this is going to be a little bit different to some of the instructions that I've seen online because we do square foot gardening. So I need to make sure that I have, I think, okay, because I do square foot gardening, what I want to do is make basically 1 square foot lengths. I figured out that I need to have 4 square foot lengths per foot, obviously, and on them is going to be 4 seeds. Editing Nikki here, and yes, my maths is atrocious. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I need 16 carrot seeds per square foot, and each row has 4 square feet, so that's 64 carrot seeds per row. I'm pretty sure I'm overcomplicating this, but we're going to give it a go and see where it goes. Okay, so let's move over to the countertop and we can actually see how to make the seed tape. So there's a few things that we've got with us. I've got some flour here. I've got the toilet paper, obviously. I've got some water, a pair of scissors, tape measure, tweezers. I have a pen here, plates. Hopefully I can pop some like seed on here. And a little bowl to mix in our flour and water mix. So I'm going to try and move these things around so you can see them a little bit better. What I'm going to start off, I think, by doing is actually measuring out our toilet paper length. So I'm going to do 1 square foot's worth just to see how it's going to go. Here we go. So I'm going to roll this toilet paper out on the counter. 1 foot is 12 inches. What I think I might actually do is, if I do 4 foot, because that means it's the whole length of a bed. So that's 12 inches. Let's move that over here. So we've got 1 foot here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a little line across the loo roll every foot, so that I can keep things roughly neat. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be this accurate, but hey, if there's a spreadsheet or something like that involved, that's going to be me. So that's it. That's poor G's going to be come home and he's going to be like, "Where's the loo roll gone?" I'll be like, "Ah, you say loo roll, I say seed tape." We work so well. Right, let's cut this here. So as you can see here, if I move over to this camera, you can see that I've popped a little line on it for each foot. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to chop down the centre of the loo roll so that we've got a couple of extra tape, because the tape doesn't have to be that thick, does it? I hope. She says. Might even get I should be able to get 3 actually. Let's give it a try. There we go. I don't know how thick I'm making the seed tape, maybe like 1 inch, but obviously I cut very wonky as well, so. Oh, this looks roughly even. Dilly's joined us behind us. Dilly's the dog, by the way. He's very cute. If you can hear him wandering around, that's because Dilly's here. Good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these to the side over there. Stick them over there. So now we have, I think I've got loads. So I've got 6. Obviously, yeah, 3 times 2 is 6. Maths is not my strong point, okay? Don't laugh at me. So we have 6 of our tapes here. So I don't know how many I need. I should probably consult my garden planning thing before I go and make all this tape. Let me do that right now. Okay, having consulted my garden plan, I am planning for 16 feet of carrots. So I'm actually planning 2 blocks of 8 feet. So it's 4 feet, 4 feet, and then in another bed, another 4 feet, and another 4 feet. So I need 4 of these per square foot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 row first, because I think that'll make it easier. So I can see here, this is a 1 foot length here. It's very unevenly cut. So what I need to do, I'm going to put them over there, is I'm going to grab my bowl and I'm going to grab some flour. Let me grab a spoon. Pop the flour in there. Lovely. Now, what I was told is it needs to be the consistency of school glue. It's been a long time since I was at school. Not that long. Long time. So I'm just going to keep adding some water to it until it's kind of a bit of a paste. Okay, so I'm mixing this up here, as you can see. So it's a little bit lumpy. Hoping that's not going to make a difference. Okay, that's looking a little bit more gluey. Is that the right word? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, you can see that that's definitely looking a bit more kind of glue-like, I suppose. Okay, so I think I've got something that is kind of glue-y. I've never tried this before, so I don't know what it's going to be like. So I'm going to measure these out really evenly and see if I can get the carrots to actually go nice and evenly on the tape. So here we go. So we've got a 1 foot length here. So 3, 6, 9 and 12. One thing I really need to do is keep the surface here really dry, because otherwise the loo roll will start to disintegrate, which is not what we need. So, okay. So the next thing I need to do is basically get a little tiny bit of my glue, which I've made here, and then pop it on my little, see if I can pop it in this camera. You can see here, I've put a little X on there. So this is where I'm going to stick the glue. And then I'm going to stick the carrot seed to the glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a chopstick to do this. I think the chopstick will be best. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my glue here, and I'm going to get a bit of glue on the end of a chopstick like this. Nice. And then I'm going to pop it on a little square. So let's see if I can do that. That should hopefully make it fairly even. That's nice and easy. It's actually quite therapeutic. I've made way too much glue. I don't know how much glue you're supposed to put on each X, but we'll see in a minute. Okay, let's do them for the minute. Right, and then the next step is where we've now stuck the glue dots, we need to stick a carrot seed. So I've got lots here. I got these, they're really cool. You can see them there. I really want to try growing these because I want multiple coloured carrots, but we should probably stick to things we can actually do first. So I've got loads and loads of things here. These are early, is it Nantes? I don't know. Early something or others. These ones. So I'm going to try popping these up. I'm going to stick a load of seeds on the plate. Makes it a bit easier to see because I can actually see because they're white. Spread them out a bit. So now I've got, they're all spread out a little bit there, as you can see. Now grab a set of tweezers and then just grab one carrot seed at a time and then pop it on our little, the lengths I will go to be a zero waste gardener. There we go. Go on there. Lovely. Okay, I should probably write down the variety, shouldn't I? I'll do that in a second. This is where gardening and ADHD come into its own. Yes, dear followers, I have ADHD. Oh, maybe doing it in 4 foot length wasn't my greatest of plans. That's all right. Right, I'm going to do the other side. They're underneath the camera. We'll come back together in a second. Okay, I've got my first 4 foot length of carrot seeds down. I'm sure that was a lot more difficult than it needed to be. What I'm going to do, I think, is stick a bit of glue in between these little bits where the carrots are. And then I'm going to stick another bit of glue roll on top of it, so it makes it like an actual proper tape. But what I will do first is I'm going to write down the variety on here, just in case at some point that actually becomes useful to me. I always make sure I write down the varieties of things and then don't actually take notes about what grows and what doesn't. So this is a top tip for something that I don't do but probably should do. So we've got carrots, early, I don't know how, is it Nantes or Nantes? Tell me in the comments. Or is it something completely different and I've been pronouncing it very, very wrong all of this time rather than just mostly wrong. I'm going to stick a bit of glue in between here just so that hopefully it should stick a bit better. I'm wondering whether or not a paintbrush would have actually been a little bit easier or better to do this with. But I don't know what paintbrushes are, so that wasn't an option for today. I am genuinely wondering whether just thinning carrots would have been easier, but where's the fun in that? So as you can see, I've written the variety on, well, you probably can't see it actually, but there we go. I've written the variety on here. So I'm going to stick this over the top and hopefully, that's going to make this dry really nicely. So let's kind of pat it down. This seems to look pretty cool as it is. You can see that they are all kind of splodged on there nicely. So what I'm going to do now is try and lift up my seed tape gently. And then I've got to try and hang it somewhere where it's not going to touch itself so that it can dry. And I have exactly the perfect thing for that. When I bought a pasta maker, G said to me, "You'll use it once and you'll never make pasta again because it's really hard work." He might have been slightly true. I have made pasta a couple of times since, but not as many. But I did also buy, it's very convoluted, pasta drying rack thing. This will be absolutely perfect for drying my carrot seed tape. So I'm going to pop that on there. Just going to kind of dangle it and let it do its thing. beautiful, look, isn't it? It looks like the self-sufficient version of Christmas, except so much more fun. So I'm going to let these dry. I'm going to make another load because I've got quite a few more to do. My maths has escaped me how many more I've got to do, but I'm going to do some more and let them dry out in the same way. And then hopefully next time I pop down to the allotment, I will be ready to plant these. So hopefully in a couple of days, we will go and have a look at how to plant them in a raised bed. All of my seed tape is done, ready to go. It's just drying on the drying rack over here. And I'm hoping that in a couple of days' time, when I nip down to the allotment to do some watering and other bits and pieces, I can have a go at planting the seed tape. I'm actually quite excited. It's definitely a bit of an experiment. But hey, what's life like if you can't have a bit of an experiment every now and again, eh? So, we shall keep you updated with the progress of the seed tapes over the next few weeks and few months. Check us out on our Instagram channel. And now let's see what it's like to actually plant these. So we're back at the allotment and I've got my allotment plan on me. Well, part of my allotment plan. And I've brought my seed tapes back with me here. So I've just got to figure out where I'm going to put them, because on my plan I have got 3 rows of leeks, which are not apparently in yet, and then I've got my 4 rows of carrots. I thought it was only 2 rows, so I'm going to need to make some more seed tape. So let's just measure that out. So 3 feet ends about here. This is going to be where my carrots start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab a couple of bits of bamboo, just so that I can visually mark it out, so I can then bury my seed tape. So I've got some bamboo. Let's see if I can mark out where these carrots are supposed to be going. So here's my 3 foot. This 3 foot is going to be for leeks at some point. We have got some leeks growing, so hopefully we'll pop them out. I might make some leek seed tape actually. This carrot man seems to have been quite easy. So this is where I'm putting the carrots. Basically 4 feet of carrots. This is 1 foot. Here, I'm going to use these two for the minute, just so that I've got kind of two next to each other. See how it goes. From what I've seen, all we need to do, I've had that one, is make our line in the soil, like this. Well, this is where I'm going to put the first seed tape. I think one out here. I want to try and get the same varieties. This is a rainbow mix one. Pop that one up. I can't organise it properly the other end of the net. We're just going to pop it in round. Obviously, I will go and organise that side as well. And use a bit of bamboo to lay out. And this is chair free. Looks like it's fairly easy to do, to be honest. I wish I'd done this before. So this one this is another rainbow mix one, so I'll pop those in there. I'm hoping to get loads of different colours. Be really cool. The shop you only ever get orange carrots, so having different colour carrots is kind of cool. These ones are different variety. They're the early Nantes? I'm not really sure how you say it. And in the preceding time of me making the seed tape, I still haven't figured out how you say it. Rainbow mix, another one here. I pop them in here. I'm just going to lay it on top for the minute. And we've got there these there. Rainbow. So I pop them in there. Perfect. Now what I need to do is just organise these out here, and hopefully they should be nice and ready for us to go. So as you can see, I've got our seed tape all laid down here. Now you can also see at the end here that it's already started to kind of degrade into the soil, which is exactly what we wanted from the toilet paper. So what I'm going to do is just take a bit of compost and then bury the tape very, very gently, because I don't want to actually overcover it, because you're supposed to cover carrot seeds with only a little bit of compost. That one's just flown off. Brilliant. Probably need to do it quicker. And get that all covered up there. And then hopefully, in a few weeks' time, we should start seeing some carrots germinating. Obviously, I will follow up. We're planning to do a little kind of summer tour, so hopefully we can see then how well these carrot seed tapes have actually germinated. How very light, so I'm kind of fighting against the wind at the moment. It's not even a very strong wind. I'd probably suggest doing this on a day where there's like no wind at all. It's only a little tiny bit breezy today. Looking good already. So that's that side done. As you can all see, now we have more nicely covered up. A little bit there. And hopefully ready to grow. Exciting. And the bonus, of course, is that with any luck, they should all grow in nice straight lines as well. Which does appeal to my personalities quite a lot, gotta say. Things organised and in straight lines makes me happy. So that's it. We've got 2 feet of seed tape all planted. We're going to keep you updated with how it's going on Instagram, so go and check us out on Instagram. I'll leave the link somewhere. And thank you very much for joining us, and hope you've enjoyed the video. G's actually here for a change.
Hello.
Oh, it's good he does exist, people. So yeah, we will see you in the next video. See you later. Bye.
Bye.